After rest, we talk about food, right? Okay, this is some quotes when we talk about food. If your food can go bad, it's good for you. If it can go bad, okay, it's bad for you. So meaning if our food is organic, meaning if we make when the food can oxidize, that is good food, right? But if the food cannot oxidize or can go bad, like a junk food, like a preserved food, it'll be very bad for us. Okay, here's some the quotes and some of the books here. Stop eating crab. Crab also have the stand for C for carbonated drinks, R for refined sugars, A for artificial food, P for the processed food. So when we can stop this 4 kind of food, and we can stay healthy, everyone. Okay, let's go. This is top 10 cancer causing foods which I found. The first one is the food contains GMOs. Processed meat, of course we know. Number 3, the microwave popcorn. Wow. Number 4, soda. 6, diet food and beverages. Okay, and then the refined sugar, conventional non-organic foods, farm, salmon, and then the hydrogenated oils. So this 10 is the most unhealthy, which can cause cancer. Okay, I don't want to talk much about here. Let's continue. But when we talk about food and we talk about nutrition, we will face many challenges. Okay, most of us face many challenges. Right? The first one must be the busy lifestyle. I cannot prepare food. I cannot cook. I'm busy to work. So the most convenient one is I find junk food, or I find the food that I can eat directly, right? And then daily diet is not always balanced and nutritious. True. Because of our busy, hectic schedule, our daily diet is affected. Okay? Daily diet is influenced. And then the wrong diet transitions. People when talk about I want to lose weight, I want to diet, but he or she only eat once a day, which is not very healthy. Okay, let's go. So this is the balance of nutrition, like we know the pyramid. Okay, the pyramid of food start from water, after water, fruit and veggie, carbohydrate, dairy products, fats, and then sweets, the last one. Okay, if in Indonesia, it will be upside down. Okay, the upper the lower part is the carbohydrate first usually, or the sweets. Okay, just a little bit of intermezzo. Here in Indonesia, people like carbo, people like sweet sugar. Okay, I don't know if Malaysia and Singapore also the same. Okay, let's go. So the property of color in food. So when we talk about nutrition, we will always, all of us must always remember, eat these 5 colors of food, 6 colors of food here. Okay. When we eat all these colors of food, okay, we will get all these vitamins and minerals enough for our body. Okay. So let me talk about it a little bit. The white color food, okay, the function usually for immune system, diuretic. Okay, you can find it in garlic, right? The yellow food, the function usually for skin health and elasticity, and also for our healthy bones. Examples, everybody knows it, lemon, and etc. And then the red food, they can improve our cardiovascular conditions. Okay, strawberries, okay, apples, and such. The green foods, it can depurative for the liver and also for body detoxes. So the vegetables, okay, usually. And the color of purple food to improve our eyesight and for the anti-aging. And then for the orange for our skin and stomach. Okay, let me continue. Yep. When we talk about nutrition, we all know have this 3 category. The first one is macronutrients, which is the mostly needed in our body. That's why we call it macro, right? The carbo, protein, fat, and water. The second one is micronutrients, vitamins and minerals. And then the third one, fiber and phytonutrients. Okay. So when we want to take these minerals, macronutrients, micronutrients, and all the vitamins and minerals into our body, we usually take it from environment. Okay, when we talk about environment, we supposed to think that our environment is this kind of healthy, very green, okay, not very much pollution, okay, clean. The air is also clean, but nowadays when industry is coming, this is what happened to our environment, right, everyone? So because of this environment, because of our environment become this kind of in the picture, we had to earn vitamins and mineral which is proper for our nutrition every day. Okay. So we can talk about detox. Usually comes from fruits and vegetables. And then the other way is we talk about this organic Enema coffee. In Mandarin we call it cafe guanchang, if I'm not mistaken. So this is usually how to say that? The detox is from the colon, okay, from your under anus colon. Okay, the process will be very a little bit annoying and painful maybe. Okay, but the benefits is all of this. Okay. I don't want to talk much about this. We all know, yeah. The benefit of coffee enema, detoxing is the most crucial one to restore the liver because you want to clean up our colon, okay, the big intestines. So this is all the benefits when we do this coffee enema. But the side effect is when we want to clean all of our colon, meaning it will also cleaning our good bacteria in our colon. That's it. We want to throw out all the things in our colon, including our good bacteria, which is the function will be improving our this digestive system, right? But it also throw out our good bacteria. So if you want to do this coffee enema, make sure you have enough little probiotics, okay, to improve your good bacteria in our colon. Okay. Now, we all want to thanks to our Nutrilite. Because of Nutrilite, okay, we can close the gap between our nutrition and our environment. Because Nutrilite is the only global vitamins and mineral brand, okay, to grow, harvest, and process plant on their own certified organic farms. Okay, this is all starting from the 2008, okay, from the Euromonitor consultancy. It's from the third party. They claim that Nutrilite is the only global vitamin and mineral brand. Besides that, we don't know where they came from. Okay, a little bit of Nutrilite story. Kallenbach, okay, the founders of Nutrilite, worked in China starting from 1915 to 1927. Okay, returned to US, determined to develop a method to concentrate it nutrient-rich in plant materials. So after that, Nutrilite started to introduce in 1934. So the basic idea at Nutrilite is that all of the factors required in nutrition are nearly always found in the plant substances. So we all want to thank this Kallenbach. Because of him, okay, we can eat supplements equals to natural plant substances, okay, which is very clean, okay, not polluted and not oxidized. Okay. This is a little bit of the examples we all know already. Okay. Yep. If you want to stay healthy, for our optimal health, we all know trio foundation from Nutrilite is the key. The double X we all know already have this multi-phyte and multi-minerals. The protein, our protein is non-GMO and 100% PDCAS is 1 with 100% absorption, and then our Nutrilite Summer Omega is natural and from the Norwegia seas. Okay, a little bit. Okay, this Nutrilite high protein plant we all know already. Okay, a little bit of Indonesian taxes, everyone. Okay, this is the benefit of protein we all know for the regenerative cells, for our cells. It's the food cells, everyone. Okay, the double X, multi-phytes and multi-minerals, and also the phytonutrients in here. Okay, this is the function. The macronutrients to fuel the body, repair, to maintain, and develop new tissue cells and molecules. The micronutrients for the enzyme cofactors, healthy body structure and function, bone health, and antioxidant. Okay. Function for phytonutrients, support healthy cell growth, assist the body natural production of protective enzymes, support the immune system, and then for the antioxidant protections. For the Summer Omega, this is the functions, our Summer Omega. Okay. Yep. So when we want to achieve this optimal health, don't forget the exercise regularly, have enough sleep, pay attention to the food intake. Okay, if the nutrition is not enough, make sure to fill it with supplementation, and don't forget to take some rest. Okay, and pay attention to our environment. Okay, water and air, and then the last one is don't forget once in a while, 3 months to 6 months, do the detoxing. Okay, this is it. For the sharing tips, use the products, right? Learn about the products, be the product of the products, be the friend, share the products and the plan, and then give the good services to our friends, to our family, and to all the loved ones. Okay, because Nutrilite is best of nature, best of science, and best of you. Okay, yep, maybe that's it for today. Okay, thank you very much for all of your attention, everyone. Okay, I will go back to our awesome host, Mr. Alan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Weillun. Thank you for this very in-depth, informative information. Yeah, so doing a little recap, right? So we have to remember to keep a positive mental attitude, right? Okay, that is very important to maintain, right? And also have a good sleep, enough sleep, and then food as well. Have a healthy food, and most importantly, balance nutrition. Okay, and this nutrition includes different colors and different classes of nutrients, right? And also environment. So environment is something that we really can't control, right? But then like what Weillun keep emphasizing, exercise. So we have to choose the location, nice location to do this exercise, like going to forests or gardens, you know, to get a nice, good oxygen, you know. So less pollution. That will give us at least some times for good environment, right? Okay, so next. Let us invite Mr. Tony. Okay, Mr. Tony is a qualified accountant currently based in Jakarta, working for an MNC in the stockbroking industry. And together with Casey, based in Singapore, this power couple are building Amway business in these both countries. So without further ado, let us invite Mr. Tony to share with us today's topic, wellness revolution. Okay, right. So let us give him many eggs, right? Tony, mic's to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, host, and also Weillun for awesome sharing. Makes my life much easier now. By the way, can you see my PowerPoint?
Yeah, can.
Okay.
Yes, can.
All right. Let me start. Okay. First of all, introduce myself. I'm Tony. Casey and I makes a team. You saw Casey last week. Casey was explaining about vaccinations, and so she thought I should be doing the next one. In a way, some continuation of the partnership. Okay, so because Casey and myself, we are in a way we have a lot of similarities, and we also have a little bit of differences. And so you hopefully from the different end of the spectrum, you will be able to relate either to myself or to Casey. Yeah, if you are one that thinks of don't think so much about health. Yeah, like what I was when I was young. I basically took life too easily, ignoring the importance of keeping healthy food and so on and so forth. Yeah, if I relate to you, then yeah, I think you can listen to this sharing. Casey also, in terms of differences, also say, for example, the Casey was talking about vaccination last week. Yeah, so all of us is afraid of pain, right? So Casey is afraid of the needle, whereas I'm very afraid of getting sick. Yeah, so that's why for me, I'm a proponent of vaccination. Yeah, many months ago, I think 3-4 months ago, I already had my 4th jab. Yeah, if you talk about some people, in the beginning were concerned about whether it's Astra or was it Pfizer or Moderna. I already had all of them. Yeah, I already had all of those. So I'm a person that very afraid of getting sick. And for a person, if you think you're also a person of getting sick, then listen to me. Okay, so I shall start. But before I start, I would like to thank Edwin and Janet and Global for this platform for me to share my thoughts. Okay, first of all, wellness resolution. I don't know whether you are very familiar or how does that the term rings a bell to you and what you think about it. Yeah, so let's go through the definition first, right? Wellness. Yeah, different people think of wellness differently. Yeah, a lot of people think that if you are not sick, then you are healthy. Yeah, but we are looking at optimal health. If we look at the World Health Organization, they define wellness as a state of complete physical, mental, social, spiritual, and financial well-being. Obviously, there are different views on that and different definition. People look at it differently, but these days people are looking at optimal health. Yeah, and one way of looking at it is through these 8 elements of wellness. Yeah. Just now, Weillun also actually covered quite a bit of that. Again, I would like to thank Weillun. Yeah. For example, physical, yeah, social, spiritual, occupational, environmental, intellectual, and emotional. What do they mean? Yeah. So basically, physical, very obvious. We focus more on the physical activity, diet, sleep, nutrition. Yeah. We don't talk about earn. Yeah, that's a good the word to remember to keep us healthy. It also emotional. Casey talked about emotional stress. Yeah, Casey usually is very healthy. Yeah, but emotional stress is very important as well. When we are under stress, our immune system will go down, and all sort of things can happen. It's not only to Casey, but also to my daughter. Casey also mentioned our daughter was the one of the last, but it's actually the last one in her campus where she stayed. The campus, there are lots of people. They could keep track of who has got COVID, and she was actually the last one. When everybody got it, they shared food. She was okay, but then when there was stress with exams, where she was trying to move out from the campus, to go home. And there were a lot of stress there. And then also to finish all the extra curriculums, to rush before their terms end. That's why she got sick. Social is very important for the develop support system. That's why we are in this platform together. Also spiritual, that is also very important. We have to focus on that. If we are a Muslim, we go to mosque. If we are Christian, we go to church. And so on and so forth, obviously. Intellectual, we come to this platform to get new knowledge. There are so many things in this world to learn, actually. Financial, obviously. Environmental, Weillun also mentioned on that. Good to get out and get fresh air. And if not, we get our ATS. Occupational, that is a key challenge. A lot of people are in their job. Myself, I'm also working based in Jakarta. And one has to review and evaluate whether we are actually happy with our work. And a lot of people actually, they are forced to work, basically, because they need to make a living. Now, revolution versus evolution. The word revolution and evolution sounds a bit similar, right? Do you know what's the difference? Who knows what's the difference? Can you type on the chat? What do you think is the difference between revolution and evolution? Well, I take a sip. Sorry, I can't really see anybody typing. Okay. Evolution. I love this picture, actually. This is the state of our evolution, right? We turn from walking in four limbs, and slowly we evolve, right? But then suddenly we become big, Mr. Big. We become Mr. Big. A lot of us become Mr. Big. It is through the diet, unfortunately. That's why if we want to move back, if we think that this is not healthy, then it requires a revolution. So evolution is a slow state of change, whereas a revolution calls for a quick change. Like the French revolutions, and sometimes in countries they topple the government hoping for a revolution. So if we don't want to become Mr. Big, let's have a look. What should the proper compositions of a healthy person? For men and women, obviously they are different. Men in general will be more muscular, less fat, and basically in terms of fat, you got non-essential fat and also essential fat. But overall, ladies tend to be have more fat. Okay, and that's why if we want to turn from Mr. Big to this Mr. Healthy, then we need a revolution. This is what wellness revolutions are all about. So in terms of health, healthcare in the past has been evolving, from more reactive to more proactive. What is reactive and proactive? So reactive basically is more like when you're sick, you go to hospital, they give you medicine and all those things. Whereas proactive is prevention. They help you so that you don't get sick, basically. In the past, this is all the hospital plans. They one size fits all. In terms of tablets, they just make one, and whether you're in whichever country, you get the same medicine. They don't care. Even our vaccination, that's why people are concerned, right? Sorry, I keep on going back to this vaccination because that was a hot topic last week. So in terms of vaccination, we get exactly the same type of medicine that the American, where it is produced. They are so much bigger. Yeah, their body structure is very different, but we get the same. Why we get the same? Because we don't have a choice. we don't make our own that suit us. That's why some people go for Chinese one, but it also has pros and cons. Yeah. And number 3 is from more institutional centered to more decentralized. Yeah, so you have in Singapore got polyclinics and different types. Okay, also private health and all those things. And number 4, paternalistic and empowered. What does that mean? So basically, it's more empowered. They basically give you more power. The world today, we are being given to empowered to look after ourselves. Yeah. In the past, nobody knows. Yeah. Whenever they are sick, like my children, the first one, as soon as he gets a couple of cough, we will be now running to the hospital because we feel that cough, sick equals doctor, and that's what we did with our first child. When it comes to our third child, we have got all this knowledge. We are empowered. So that's why lately, with all the COVID in the family, none of them take any bad medicine at all. I'm not saying that I'm advising you not to take medicine. If you are sick, please go and see doctor. Yeah. But then for us, we have our own views, and we are because we are very confident in what we are doing. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we will never go to the hospital when we have got a serious critical illness. Definitely, that still requires hospital care. Okay. Number 5, volume-based versus value-based. Yeah, volume-based, basically in the past in the hospital, they are more planning basically how many patients they can serve. Yeah, they want to have more rooms, more beds, and so on and so forth. They don't think that much on how many patients will they cure, how many patients will become healthy. Now the focus is more on making people healthy, yeah, rather than making how to serve how many patients. Okay, so in short, if they have this chart, I actually to tell the truth, I'm not that smart. All this I learned it from not guru but Google. Yeah, you can find all this information from Google. So to be more proactive, basically, rather than reactive, I already mentioned just now, explained about reactive healthcare and proactive healthcare, and the second angle would be proactive ergonomics. Basically, there's taking care, yeah, for us to take care of ourselves. If we can take care of ourselves and the healthcare are also proactive, then we will all be very healthy. Okay. Now, many not that many years ago, more than 20 years ago, there was a book written by this very famous economist. Yeah, at that time, wellness people also don't really understand that much. Are not so concerned about wellness. Yeah, they are more concerned about food, the taste of their fulfilling their taste buds, basically. And this person actually is an economist. He can see that there's certain revolution coming. Yeah, the world is going to change. Yeah, so before the year 2000, I think the first book was written in 1999, I think. He believes that the next $1 trillion industry will be in wellness. Yeah, so that's why he mentioned that healthcare is a misnomer. Yeah, 1/7. This is American statistics. Yeah, 1/7 of the economy is really devoted to sickness. People get sick. Yeah, rather than curing people. At that time, people don't think that much about taking supplements and things like that. Yeah. So people voluntarily become customer to feel healthier. Yeah. Is the sickness business is something very negative, it's very reactive. Okay. And 5 years later, in 2004, I think this book, if you look at the picture below, it says the new wellness revolution. Yeah, and he mentioned that it will exceed 1 trillion. In fact, he was actually saying that it will hit 1 trillion right soon after year 2010. Yeah, 2010. He is actually one of the person that people believes that whatever he predicts is very accurate. Yeah. At that time, he has only written 5 best-selling books. Now it's gone up to, I think, 11. Yeah. Maybe the one that he hasn't written is the newer well revolution, and this is what I'm trying to present. Probably a little bit with a little bit of updates. Okay. So, Weillun, do you mind playing the video?
Okay.
Yeah. Listen very carefully. It's a bit long. It's 9 minutes. Yeah. Because after this, I'll be asking a question. Yeah. So make sure that you take notes if need be.
How much would you pay for a glimpse of the future?
So after we'll talk after the video.
Would you take advantage of it?
Okay. Weillun, is the video ready?
The stock you should have sold. The land.
The sound can be heard, everyone?
I can't see the picture yet. Can you all see the picture? Oh, maybe I should close. Yeah, I stopped sharing here. Sorry, I stopped sharing.
Yeah, that's why I also.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
How much would you pay for a glimpse of the future?
More importantly, if you saw the future, would you take advantage of it?
Or would this be just another missed opportunity?
The stock you should have sold. The land you could have bought. The opportunity you would have taken, but didn't.
How many more opportunities are going to fall into your lap?
This may be your last chance.
Pay attention.
Once every decade, something really big comes along.
In the 70s, it was VCRs. In the 80s, it was personal computers. In the 90s, it was the internet.
People who were positioned correctly in the 80s became millionaires. People who were positioned correctly in the 90s became billionaires.
What do you think is going to happen in the next few years?
In his best-selling books, The Next Trillion and Wellness Revolution, noted economist Paul Zane Pilzer states that in this decade, an additional $1 trillion annually of the U.S. economy will be devoted to the wellness industry, providing healthy people products and services to make them feel even healthier, look better, slow down the effects of aging, or to prevent diseases from developing in the first place.
Think about it. Most wellness industry sales did not even exist 2 decades ago.
Today, they already total approximately $300 billion in annual sales, about the same amount spent on new automobiles in the U.S.
Today, $300 billion a year. By the end of this decade, $1 trillion. That's 1,000 billion a year.
For those of you not into math, that is 300% growth. How is that kind of growth possible? How is that kind of growth predictable?
2 words, baby boomers. You've been hearing about them for over 20 years. They've been dictating our economy for over 20 years.
Isn't it about time you cashed in? The baby boomers are now in their 40s and 50s. Peak earning years, bigger dollars, more spending power.
Boomers are already responsible for the housing boom, the sport utility vehicle, personal computers, and the internet.
In short, boomers and the things they want are already $6 trillion of our $12 trillion economy. Even though they're less than 30% of our population, they're 50% of our gross domestic product.
More significantly, they're about to add $1 trillion to their $6 trillion of spending every year to preserve the one thing they hope works better than any SUV, condo, or computer: their youth. Youth, anti-aging, health, wellness, the next big thing.
By taking control of their lives, baby boomers are creating a revolution in wellness, and it is happening fast.
Look, changes that used to take place over decades now take place in a few years or less. When Henry Ford invented the Model T in 1908, it took 7 decades for automobiles to become a $1 trillion industry.
When IBM released the first PC in 1981, it took only 1 decade for the PC to surpass automobile sales and become a $1 trillion industry. Now, the wellness industry will exceed $1 trillion in just the next 5 years.
$1 trillion. That's $2.7 billion every day, $114 million every hour, $1.9 million every minute.
In the 1990s, the number of U.S. millionaire families rose from 3.6 million to 7.2 million.
Economist Pilzer predicts that an additional 3.6 million families will become millionaires over the next 5 years, many of them by working in the wellness industry.
So how do you cash in on this wellness revolution? You have 4 options. 1, as a practitioner. 2, as a manufacturer. 3, as a retailer. Or 4, as a distributor.
Practitioners like doctors, massage therapists, chiropractors, and naturopathic healers stand to make a fortune in the next few years.
If they can afford to pay off their school loans. If they can stay ahead of the insurance companies. If they keep trading time for money.
Manufacturing is a great business to be in if you have millions to invest in infrastructure, patents, research, shipping and receiving.
Retailing? Sure, great opportunity. If you can afford franchise fees, 7-day work weeks, advertising, inventory, and employee problems.
Distribution? Exactly. Because the greatest personal fortunes of the past 3 decades were made by people who found better ways of distributing things rather than better ways of making things.
People like Sam Walton of Walmart and Fred Smith of Federal Express. But where Walton and Smith found better ways to physically distribute products that consumers already knew they wanted, the new distribution billionaires of this decade will make their fortunes distributing products that consumers don't often know exist.
The new distribution billionaires, people like Jeff Bezos of Amazon.com, made their fortunes educating consumers about new products and new distribution channels. It's been called business at the speed of thought. Better products, better distribution, better opportunity. Why? Because 78 million baby boomers with 1,000 billion in cash can't be stopped.
They want to go rollerblading. They want to drive sports cars. They don't want to age. And they are willing to spend almost anything to stay young, healthy, and full of vitality.
Over the next 5 years, U.S. baby boomers will increase their spending on wellness-based products and services from approximately $300 billion today to $1 trillion every year.
Will you be ready?
The person who shared this program with you can introduce you to a wellness distribution business model that's already successful and proven.
A model that you can start part-time from your home, without a large capital investment, without employees, and without the headaches of traditional business ownership.
A business that in your spare time could mean anything from a couple of $100 to a couple of $1,000 per month. And because it's a home-based business, you could qualify for incredible tax advantages. Imagine it's 1980 and 25-year-old Bill Gates is looking for people to join his new company. He thinks there's going to be an explosion in the market for personal computers. What are you going to do this time?
Remember, Sam Walton didn't start Walmart until he was 44. By age 61, he was the richest man in the world.
What's your excuse? One thing is for sure, if you watched this video and paid any attention, you can't say you didn't know.
When your children and grandchildren ask about the great prosperity of the early 21st century, what will you tell them? Will you be explaining how you positioned yourself and benefited from the opportunity?
Or will you be justifying how you missed it? The statistics are real. The trends are real. The timing is real.
How many more opportunities are going to fall into your lap?
Whatever you do, don't miss this one.
Okay, thank you, Weillun. Thanks. So let me bring back my. Okay. Have y'all watched that before? Actually, that came out quite some time ago. I hope all of you have seen it. But in case you miss it, you have seen it. If you have seen it, then this is just a reminder. Yeah. So maybe you have not seen it for quite some time. So just to recap, yeah, he mentioned about this great opportunity, $1 trillion industry that at that time nobody sort of realized. He was one of the first that to predict that it will hit $1 trillion in a few years' time. Yeah. And he also mentioned about these things, yeah. So in the night, he didn't mention up to the 90s. After it was the internet, then the next launch was the wellness industry that he was mentioning, yeah. After that, obviously we know that there's e-commerce and social platforms and things like that. Okay, let me get, sorry. Now, so now we can see the major change in trends. Yeah, in the past we see McDonald's and even now you go to supermarkets, you see the organic section. Yeah, and the organic section is getting bigger and bigger. In Singapore, even like NTUC, now they have got this special stores that specialize on the gourmet, or what they call more organic stuff. And also the gym. Yeah, in the last 10 years, you see gym appearing, everywhere. Yeah. Just now I also mentioned about government now encouraging people, to be more proactive. In Singapore, they can even give you the watch, right, to make sure that you run and you can get prizes also. And these days, people are talking about all these words that you see there are very common daily topics. Yeah, in the past, people never talk about this. 20 years ago, people don't talk about this. Yeah, that's why we are in a revolution. Yeah, against obesity and unhealthy lifestyle. Even for myself, that's why Casey, compare with Casey. Casey lives a very healthy. She has a very healthy lifestyle. She doesn't eat meat that much. She always go for organic food. For me, I'm working, so like the excuse that Weillun mentioned just now, we have to make life a bit easier. Sometimes just grab food, and often the food that you get from outside are actually very unhealthy. That's why to keep ourselves healthy, we need to take supplements. If we look at the wellness industry, just now he mentioned 300, right? So because it was that video clip was made, I think in 2003, 2004, I think, it was about like 300 billion, and then he predicted to reach a billion, a billion in 2010. Yeah, in fact, he just missed it a little bit. It happened in 2012, 2 years later. Yeah, and at the time that this was done, this slide was done, I projected that by 2020, will reach 3 trillion, from 1 trillion in 2012, reach 2023, 3 trillions. How many trillion do you think it will be by 2020? 3? Do you think successful, or 2 years late again? These are the numbers. Yeah, 2020 is actually 4.4 trillion. These are all the numbers in America. So the trend is global. Yeah, obviously, you know, in Asia it will be a smaller number. Yeah, but you look at the projection now. Okay, this is also not from me. You can see this is from a research company, a reputable research company. They're predicting that it's going to grow. Yeah. So and where does it come from? Yeah, it's from all these areas. If you look at the more the bigger circles, personal care. Yeah. And also this healthy eating, nutrition, weight loss. It's a big industry. We can go into. Of course, there also physical activity is coming up. Okay, including all the sporting events, and of course gyms and all those things. Yeah. Just now I mentioned that I'll be asking a question. So just now they mentioned about the 4 options in wellness. You can be involved in as a practitioner. Can you type what do you think? Can you still remember the 3 other options? Anyone? Yes, distributor, Alan. Manufacturer. Yes, distributor. Yeah, reseller. That's distributor. Yeah. Thank you. Well done. Yeah. And then just now in the video, I don't want to repeat that again. They mentioned about the various challenges in the other industry. Yeah. So the best is actually to be as a distributor, and with the current growth in e-commerce and social platform, we can combine the two. Yeah. This is what we are calling about talking about intellectual distribution. Yeah. So what is intellectual distribution? Because Paul James Pilzer, he mentioned that the best system is in intellectual distribution in direct selling business. Okay, it's also known as a one-to-one marketing. Okay, so what's intellectual distribution? It's educating consumer about products, services, yeah, to improve their lives, things that they don't know. So that's why it's basically sharing. Yeah, if we learn something, we quickly share to people. Yeah. And this word of mouth advertising is the most effective means available. Yeah, and at the end of the day, there's a great financial opportunity. Yeah, so just by word of mouth, yeah, sharing your knowledge, your experiences with our products. Okay, and the home-based business is booming. Yeah, whether we are in it or we are not, it's going to boom. Yeah, this was mentioned like 20 years ago. And with social e-commerce, now we can do it online. Everything, we can do it online, offline. Of course, there is a need for personal touch, like they said, one-to-one. But this is a great platform to be. And now we are, doing. We can do a meeting, in 3 regions. Actually, in more than 3 regions. We are all from the different areas. Casey tonight is actually in Sabah, yeah, Kota Kinabalu, so very far away. So and Weillun and myself, actually, I'm although we are all in Indonesia, we are in different parts as well, far away. So we are all in different parts of the world, and yet we can come together, in one platform. Just now the video also mentioned about these baby boomers, but don't forget that was many years ago, 20 years ago. The Gen X are now are now also in the 50s already. Those more senior Gen X. Myself and Casey, actually we are baby boomers. Both of us added together is actually more than 120 years. So many lots of years. Yeah. So but the things that I want to highlight is that things has also changed. Yeah. Although don't be misled by that video. Although they highlighted on baby boomers, these days people in the 30s, even people in the 20s, they are aware. They are aware of the importance of say for example supplements. Yeah, you see young people, they also go to gyms to exercise. Yeah. We are not really focused, like Weillun mentioned, right? Health has to be earned. Yeah, it's not just nutrition and nutrition. Exercise is important, and there are other factors as well, like the attitude and having enough rest. Yeah. And so if we want to move into this business, we have to actually, whether you want to go into it as well, since we are all in this meeting, we need to know what exactly we want out of all this gathering, this meeting, all this sharing. Do we want, it is our goal to travel in style, or do we just want to be healthy? Yeah. Or we want to be, there are all sorts of reasons. Yeah, actually there are loads. Yeah. So whatever it is, we need to start with the vision, and we need to visualize it. Okay. If your goal is to travel in style, then think of the Alaska cruise, and yeah, we were very lucky to be to have gone into to take this cruise as well, the Alaskan cruise. So it can have it as well. It's not for the privilege. Yeah, work for it, and like I mentioned, intellectual distribution. This could be also be yours. Yeah. Or it can be something else. Or what's your direction? Yeah. Is it wealth, health, and so on and so forth? Yeah. Or is it just changing from the shape from a rounder shape to a more slimmer shape? Okay. This is a recent pictures. Yeah. Amway Rally 2020. That's just I think, was it like 10 days ago, or maybe less, just a week ago. Yeah, you see a familiar face in there, right? The speaker last week, that's Casey. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is some of the things that you can have as well for yourself. Okay. It's great to be there. And then she also won a trip to Bushi as well, to the Amway farm. Yeah. This is and get recognition in front of thousands of people. Yeah, isn't that good? Yeah. The thing about this business is that you only win when you help others to win. Yeah. It's exactly not what Amway say, not what I say. Paul Zane Pilzer said long time ago. Okay, this is the business that we want to be in. Look at that. That's what I get out of this business. Okay. There are a lot of numbers. Don't look at numbers at the side. Yeah. Is it 83 marks? Basically 83 out of 100 points. Not that is actually a normal person, by the way. This is the printout from the machine, yeah, to measure the health by basically the score. They basically step on it and it will measure all this measurement. Not a normal, most people will be 70 is considered as good. Yeah, 70 is good. 60 is not too bad. Yeah. If you are below 50, then really need improvement. Yeah. So for me, I was quite surprised as well. 83. Wow. Very few people get above 80. And if you look at in terms of weight control, I was quite surprised as well. My target, how much I need to add 0.1. Actually, that was before we had lunch. After lunch, I think I was 0.1 over, I think. After I have to go to toilet to get the perfect weight. And then in terms of fat control, I was already almost there as well, and so on. Yeah. So I was very happy. Yeah. This is why I take this is actually I took this photograph yesterday. This is my cupboard. Yeah. Lots of stuff, and this is actually not all that I take. Okay, I've got more as well. Some are in the fridge, some are here and there. These are the one, and I have got reserves as well. These are all different ones. Yeah, by the way, all each bottles, each box are different products. So coming back to what I mentioned, yeah, if you look at it, if you think very carefully, in Amway, we can fulfill all this. Yeah, we can do all this. We all in Amway, we focus in our business. We focus on every single item. Okay, and of course, we have a choice. Yeah, some people. This is what I was. I was the one on the right. Yeah, couch potato. I was a couch potato actually, and Casey was always the one to say, "Oh, need to don't you're sitting too long. You've been sitting too long." Yeah, of course, like what Weillun mentioned also just now. Yeah, it's good to go out. Yeah, good to have exercise, and the best is outdoor exercise. Because of fresh air, you can't see all the dirts and dust inside the room. Yeah, actually, indoor is the air quality is very bad. So the best is to go outdoor. But then, how many people are actually going out? Yeah, if you find it difficult, then please do come and join us on Sunday. Yeah, okay. For me, I find this very, very helpful. Yeah, because I am one of those that doesn't do a lot of too little activities, and with this, sometimes because we are doing it in a group, it helps a lot. Yeah, so I'm almost always in this on Sunday. So I hope I also urge all of you to come and join us. Yeah. If you feel that it's a bit too much, yeah, if you cannot follow, it's fine. It's fine. You can do as much as you can. You can slow down, and and it's not too long as well. We start at 9 o'clock Singapore Malaysia time, and finish with some sharing as well by 10 o'clock. The actual exercise is only less about half an hour. Okay, so do join us. Yeah, I'm coming to the end already, so bear with me. So we are now close to the end of the Amway year. Yeah, well, you may be wondering, why am I talking about New Year's resolution? Is we are in the middle of the year. The Amway year actually starts on 1st of September. So by next week, it'll be like the last month of the year already. So this is a good time to do to think over. Yeah, have a resolution. Yeah, could it be think of wellness resolution? Is that the way that you want to move forward? Yeah, and to help people live better lives. Okay. 2002, 2003. Yeah, this is a year. All right. Thank you. Thanks very much. I hope my sharing adds value. Yeah. Basically hope that this is our aim, right? Live to be 100. Okay. Thank you. Back to the host.
Wow. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. Yeah. Your presentation doesn't just add value. Okay. It gave me a feeling of like a shot of approval, for me making the decision to pursue this business. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, and also thank you for putting so much effort with all the photos and attachment. Yeah, that really give us a very nice feeling. Good for absorption. Yeah, and it's also an eye opener for us with all the information. Yeah, so now are we going to be proactive or reactive? So which should we choose? Okay, and also I think everyone is afraid of both the injection and also being sick. All right. So there's no such thing as to choose. All right. I wouldn't want to choose any of them of those. Yeah. So how to reduce the chance of getting either one of them is by I think listening. Take the advice of Tony and Weillun. Okay, with the wellness education. All right. Follow what they share, and then you will be getting less chance of choosing either one of them. All right. Okay. So, and where do you want to position yourself today in order to get that to cash in that trillion of dollars, right? So you make the decision yourself. All right. Okay. So I think it's getting late, right? So thank you, both our gentlemen. All right. With the awesome sharing tonight, and tonight we won't be inviting our Diamond to do the closing because I think they are having some personal matters to attend to. So we will just end like this, and I hope to see all of you again next week, same time, the same channel. All right, and have a good weekend. Sorry, it's not a weekend. Have a good night's sleep. Right. Okay. So see you again. Right. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.
Bye. Also host Mr. Allen.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Weillun.
Thank
Good
you. Thank
night.
you.
Bye. Good night.